The 10 Shadows Curse technique is an innate ability from the Zenin clan. It uses shadows as a medium to summon Shikigamis. It also has the ability to manipulate the shadows itself, but Megami has only scratched the surface of what this ability can actually do. In this video, I'm going to talk about the endless possibilities that comes with the 10 Shadows Curse technique, and why it could easily be one of the strongest ability in Jujutsu Kaisen. Shadow Storage is an underrated and overlooked ability of the 10 Shadows Curse technique. It gives you the ability to store any weapons or tools that you might need. When Maki was fighting Hanami, Megami used this to store Playful Cloud, a special grade curse tool that amplifies the strength of the user. This ability works for offense and defense. You can also carry a gun in there, and good luck blocking a gun from point blank range. Shadow Step allows Megami to use the shadows to hide or attack others. This ability is so overpowered because you can easily sneak up on people and take them out. Megami actually used this when he was infiltrating the Fight Club, and used it to take out a finger bearer while inside his domain. This ability in itself is hard to counter because you can just hide in their shadow and attack. Shadow Sync allows Megami to trap his opponents in his own shadows. He used this when fighting Toji in Shibuya, and Sukuna even copied it when he was fighting Gojo. Megami even took this to the next level when he tried grabbing Reggie from his own shadow. Technically, he can do this with any shadow. The more shadow there is, the stronger this ability or any of his abilities get, since he can use those shadows to hide in and attack from. There's no oxygen inside the shadow too, so Megami could technically just drown someone in there. The only downside of this ability is that anything that he takes in is also added to his weight. Attack Absorption is an ability that Megami has not used yet, but it's technically possible. This is how it works. Megami can use the shadow to drag things in, so technically if someone were to attack him, those attacks would make a shadow on his body as a reflection, and then he can use that shadow to absorb the attack. Now, this is all dependent if a shadow is created when the attack happens. Shadow manipulation in itself gives Megami an endless variety when it comes to how he attacks. Most sorcerers in Jujutsu Kaisen would assume that he's not a close-range fighter because of his Shikigami, but with shadow manipulation, this eliminates his close-range weakness. Divine Dog is an all-rounder Shikigami that uses two wolves for both offense and defense. Megami uses it to track and find curses. With Divine Dog Totality, it combines both wolves for an even stronger version. Combine Divine Dogs with Nue, and it will make its attacks electric, capable of stunning enemies, and also giving it wings, which allows for mobility in the sky. Toad is a Shikigami that uses its tongue to ensnare and also rescue Megami in tight spots. Combining Toad with Rabbit Escape would allow endless possibility to move around, and make its ensnaring ability stronger by having more frogs. Nue, a winged Shikigami capable of electric attacks, a hit from the Shikigami would stun anyone. Combine this with Piercing Ox, which makes its attacks stronger the longer it has to charge. Great Serpent is a big snake that can attack from the ground. Mix this with Max Elephant would allow a snake capable of spewing water attacks. Rabbit Escape is a swarm of rabbit Shikigami that Megami uses to escape or use as a distraction. Combine this with Divine Dogs and you get little wolves that can attack. Round Deer is a Shikigami that can use Reverse Curse technique to heal. Combined with any Shikigami would allow healing of any injuries. Piercing Ox is a Shikigami that the longer it charges, the stronger its attacks gets. Combined with any Shikigami would make their attacks stronger the longer they have to charge it. Morning Tiger is a Shikigami that we have not seen yet, but it might be similar to Divine Dogs, but just stronger and probably look like a tiger. Mahoraga, the Ultimate General, a Shikigami that is capable of adapting to any and all phenomena. This one doesn't really need a combination, it's just strong by itself. Shikigamis are the bread and butter of the 10 Shadows technique. Add Mahoraga and the endless combinations, and you got a recipe for a broken curse technique. The Chimera Shadow Garden is the domain expansion of the 10 Shadows Curse technique. It allows Megami to expand his shadow in a certain radius, creating a pool that can summon Shikigami. This was fully utilized in his battle with the Finger Bearer and Reggie. It's similar to Sukuna's in that it has no barrier, which makes its ability stronger. Megami can summon clones of himself, any amount of Shikigami, and even drown Reggie inside the shadow, and this was an incomplete domain. If it was fully completed, he might be able to do all kinds of things in there. Maybe multiple combinations of Shikigami, or one strong Shikigami that combines all of them. We can already see this when Sukuna summoned Agito, that combined Nue, Tiger Funeral, Great Serpent, and Round Deer. A merged beast Shikigami Shikigami capable of healing itself. The 10 Shadows Curse technique has limitless possibilities in its use. With just the Shikigami, the ability is already broken, but add shadow manipulation. I can easily see why Sukuna was so interested in Megami, and why Gojo told Megami that it could rival Limitless. Anyways, what do you guys think of the 10 Shadows Curse technique? Is it a broken ability? Let me know what you guys think, and if there's any other ability you want me to cover. Thanks for watching.